guys, BBI here. I want to stop and say thanks for tuning in and checking out whatever the video is about that's about ready to come up next. If you could take a minute and hit subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you enjoy what you've seen here, make sure to hit the like button. We'd greatly appreciate your support. Anyhow, guys, all that aside, let's get on with the show. And boy, do we have something fun to look at today. This has been sitting on my shop floor for about 2 months now. I was building this in a 6-pill bipolar 50-volt box at the same time, and the guy that I was building the 50-volt bipolar box for passed away, and he was my friend. And when that happened, I just lost any interest in this amp and that other amp. The story with this one is the guy ordered it and then decided that he did not want to have it anymore, and it was supposed to be a 2x6. But me knowing me, when he decided that he didn't want this thing anymore, I told him I was going to build it out as a straight 6 because we were going to have to move it on down the road to somebody else, a new home. So here we are. It's completed and it's ready to go someplace. I don't know where it's going to go yet. Somebody's going to snatch this sucker up because it is what it is. As you all know, I haven't taken an order for a long time, and I'm not planning on taking an order anytime in the near future. Just doesn't hold any interest in me, storing everything here and having to deal with all the horse malarkey that goes along with it. And if you could see all the repairs and stuff I got sitting over here, there's very little motivational reason for me to have to keep pumping these things out. If I do anything in the future, it's going to be big, like 64 pill or something big, because I'm not this, yeah. So what we have here is a straight 6 with Toshibas in it. And it's got every little goodie in it. Now, it does happen to have backlighting, okay, which is red. But that can be changed to any color you want, or it can just totally be eliminated. It doesn't matter to me. It makes no difference to me. Toshibas with the BBI transistors in it. It's got metal dip caps across the outputs. It's literally got everything in it that would make it the best of the best of the best. We've got a Meanwell RSP 1500-15 in here. Big overkill power supply. Not LED switchers. Garbage. Good high dollar $300 power supply in here. The nice thing about this power supply is it is auto switch. It'll run on 110 or 220. You don't have to do anything, just change the plug. Bam. This will do a little bit more power on 220. It is biased for sideband, and it is fully ready to go. You got your OPT switch, your sideband, and of course it actually has the bias. Not like a lot of guys that are out there trying to pimp these right now, and they're putting sideband switches on there, but they're just putting a little capacitor back there at the relay. They're not actually adding anything in here for bias. So this thing sits in full Class B. As we all know, there's no such thing when it comes to a solid state box as AB1. The only time that we can achieve an AB1 status is if we're in the stage of FM operation. As we all know, anybody that knows anything about that will agree with me. Class AB1 is a term that is commonly used to describe a tube amplifier in a different state of operation. So, incredibly expensive, ultra clean power supply, and it's overbuilt to the nines. This is 1/2 of a 16-pill board that is cut in half, so the heat sink comes back to here on the amplifier. So you get all this extra space of heat sink to dissipate the heat. It's got the extra slots down here for the 2 other transistors down here at the end. Of course, it's overbuilt with the 5-watt resistors in it. It's got 2 brand new Evercool high flow fans in it. And of course, it's actually got load-rated fiberglass board instead of like what I've seen come out of some other shops where they put cardboard in these holes. Just saying. Yeah. Traditional combining, traditional splitting, harmonic free, of course, because we have the elevated output transformers. That's it. Fused at 15 amps, plug it into a 110 outlet, and then you get yourself a 1600 watt base unit with enough drive. That's simple. Let me put the lid on it. Let's run it. These amps with that logo on it are getting incredibly hard to find, and usually the people that buy them, they sit on them forever. They don't want to let them go. So this is a zero wait opportunity. Like I said, this thing's been done for quite some time. I just haven't had it in me to get it finished and be ready to do it. It's completely finished out. No blemishes, no marks, no nothing. Now, with the OPT light off, or the operate switch off, blue LED on the front, red flood in the back. And of course, actual sideband delay, but of course this thing is actually biased for sideband. So, first things first, we're going to go over here. Let's put this thing in standby. Show you drive. I got the peak kit still on this one. Alright, 1000 watt slug in peak, 1000 in average, 5 watt slug in reverse. Okay. Pass through tune. Barely even moving. Let's move it into operate. Here's your input tune. It's really important that we get that right. Input tune's got to be perfectly flat. If it's not, it's going to present itself as problems down the road. So, all that being established, that's with 20 watts of drive making 900 to almost 1,000 watts worth of power. We're going to go to sideband. Same amount of drive. Let's turn on the sideband delay. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Lights are dimming in the shop. We're on 110. Okay, so put that back in standby. Let's go over here. We are going to hook up the 955. About 90 watts of drive. So we're going to operate an AM again. Let's see, 955. Nice and low pass-through tune. Click this into operate. Off the scale, of course. Input tune. Super low. Front of the radio. Super low. That meter on the radio is really hard to. You can have a flat bird meter and it's still going to be like, no, we got an SWR3 because the induction's off. Okay. 1000 watt slug. About 1350 and some change. Audio. So 90 watts of drive, you guys. Of course, it can take a whole lot more. Now, this power supply is an intelligent supply. So the reason I like using these is there's twofold that take place. You overdrive the amp, power supply is going to pull too much current, and it's just click, shuts off. So if you put like 220 watts of drive in this thing, click, shuts the power supply off. Because it's smeared. It sees too much amp draw and it just shuts off. And it helps you protect the transistors. You're incredibly valuable, impossibly to find any more Toshiba transistors. Now, I shouldn't even be selling this. I should probably just buy this myself and keep it and throw it on the shelf for a bench amplifier. No, it needs to go find another home. I need another amplifier. I need a hole in the head. Guys, look, this thing's up for sale. Okay? We're probably going to ask about $1,800 for it because of the transistors that are in it and because of the power supply that's in it. It's worth every penny. Gentlemen, my name is BBI. Without a shadow of a doubt, I'm the biggest mud duck in Idaho. First one that calls me with cash gets the amp, and that price includes shipping. I'll see ya.